FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion on 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
The sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola and this is Mainland Focus. This is where we open the phone lines and take your contributions on the matters that is full enough to analyze and sort of open the layer, open the surface and dig deeper into these matters. And let's see if this analysis is enough to inform your decision or your perspective on the matter, or you have a fresh new perspective to the issues that have been discussed. You can also comment on those pages, also interact with others who are commenting on there, or even respond to their comments. If I see that interaction, I'll be sure to read it as we proceed into the program. Welcome once again to Mainland Focus. Now, don't forget that we started on Monday, December. I believe we still have some 60-something days to Christmas, I think, or 72. Perhaps I'll confirm the figure, but I know that we still have quite a number of days till Christmas, and you can secure yourself a bag of rice by the airs on this station, because you never know when the question will be asked. Now, on Monday, I already had one person that won or answered any other questions across any other shows from now, but we do a sum total of how many questions you've answered at the end of the month of November into December, and those who have answered the most questions from now till December will win themselves a bag of rice. 5 questions per day. You can answer one on trends in the papers, answer another one on the buzz, answer another one on sports cruise, answer another question on the scoop, answer as many questions as possible across different shows, so that when we sum all your answers together, if you answer at least by December, we will call you and ask you to come and carry your bag of rice. So all you have to do is buy oil and chicken, focus till the very end. For those of you who joined halfway and then start to ask me, oh, what are you talking about? The question I would ask. So once I ask, when you're calling in to their score will be tallied. Okay, so let's first. The PDP now has well, it doesn't mean that the entire of the people to the APC for over 26 years. The PDP has had a very strong foothold in Enugu State, portraying transparency, a structure that would aid the state to even attain greater heights. And he says that Enugu and in the structural and indefinitely, their convention in November is this mass defection that we're seeing. So we're asking the question: what is the APC that is attracting these governors? What exactly is it that there is defection more or less reflects? Get your opinion on that one. And then we're talking to a defect with the remaining 3 states. Increase in the price of PM. With Dangote's initiative, the price should not be going up. If anything, it should be reducing. He's offering free logistics, and in fact, it should be sold for depending on where you're buying. But after that, we thought maybe depending on where you're buying. So the explanation we have now, as Dapan and Ipman are saying, they might start to are past that were redeployed at this time with the whole union conversation, that might be why he has not been production has been stalled for now of Dangote's halt in service of the commodity, so that they can balance out the price. What are your thoughts? 000-410 WhatsApp, we have 09136 regular callers is when have been calling us since the establishment. Message on Facebook 09136 off, please.
Yeah. For my new university, for reading social, I heard that you go campaign for that. You go to president. You know who to vote. Okay, what I say is that first, we need to vote as our president.
Hello.
You have to ask me a question. Like, what are they seeing in them joining it? APC is the greatest party in Africa. You don't need to vote, but you vote to be president. But I appreciate him for.
Actually, you do. You need to thought of all votes across all regions. All regions. That's just how it is. You can't have the support of one region. Say that they don't at least the thought of all regions support you. That.
Good morning, Serge.
Good morning.
How was it? You see, about going to it's supposed to be doing all this. This is the campaign where I'm there. Campaign. No ideology. Yes. If this is the way you want us to campaign, for what? Why? It's moving smoothly. No presidency on what they are fighting. People are, a whole lot of things is going on in this country. Where are we going? Is it a cause?
All right, thank you for your opinion on the matter. Let's take another one. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Thank you. Okay.
The issue of the campaign, I don't think it should be a problem or worry for Nigerians. From Anyan with the PDP national chair was fighting that Okoye must be the national secretary, and at the end of the day, he refused. They are trying to bring down PDP, and at the end of the day, now you Okoye and Anyan, who is trying to bring down PDP so that PDP doesn't have it. Nike and Anyan, you people are fighting. I've gone to join the PC, so we are watching everybody. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Morning.
Let me do that.
All right.
Yeah. Later in the on the show,
I'm sorry. I did. You just want to use from point A to point B, eating from every part.
You have quite a few here on WhatsApp or on Facebook as well, so you can check that. Hold on. So now we're going down to hold the judiciary responsible if they have given a firm judgment against out. We have good morning, Sage and Fuad. 11 billion. Fuad, you are spot on. Very soon, the financial implication of this movement on the economy will be revealed. It is not for free. It is not cheap. So we should know. Sage and Fuad, this is AAA from Ojo. The president and the AP. Okay. Good morning. Okay, by all Nigerians who are looking for a better Nigeria. But the question is, what politicians? We need a situation it was known in civilized government. I really wonder what our forebears who fought for our independence and freedom will be feeling in their graves with all. It's really hard to edit some of these messages. Please, if you know that we are not going to be able to read, I'm not speaking now to Steve Oferi, I'm just talking generally because I'm having to skip a lot of, that I cannot read on radio, or when you malign a person or you call them names and you say all these things that are not allowed on radio, it forces me to make it radio friendly. So ultimately, I sometimes have to jump over these messages, and I don't want to do that. I want to read your messages. So when you're sending messages that that will be read on a public platform, resist the urge, edit your thoughts and make it radio friendly so I can actually read your message. Let's do that for each other, can we? Thank you. Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM 0913600041036000430. You can also call via WhatsApp, especially if you are in the diaspora. Hello.
The truth about the truth is not far. When we saw them from all the corners, no laws where people lose election, say we should meet in court, go to court. Already they know what it is. But someone let's say go, you didn't hide it. He said, come to APC, all your sins will be forgiven. So that is why everybody become, when you have 1 year to go, you are approaching 2 years, then you have to go to APC. That's why everybody
in question, so that you have an opportunity to win yourself a bag of rice. Again, you will not be informed before the question comes. It just comes, and if you're lucky enough to call in at that time or send a message to answer the question, your scores will be recorded. We have two issues on the table: the mass defections that we've been seeing from the PD, 26 years of the PDP in Enugu State, and that streak has been broken. Does this reflect the broader desire of the electorate in Enugu? In the question, what is the future of the PDP? As I said, the PDP is quite confident that regardless of all these mass defections, right, it doesn't mean anything. The party is still as strong as ever. What the acclaimed opposition, the ADC, for example, where does this leave them if the APC continues to strengthen itself with this mass defection? Much authority to decide in 2027 if those at the top increase in the price of PMS that we're seeing at this time. Well, apparently Dangote has not been able to operate. Why he's not operating is hence why we're buying the commodity at 900 to 1,000 naira depending on place of purchase. What are your thoughts? How do we deal with this situation? Dapman Ipman are saying that they're going to import. That's their own way of tackling youths in the value chain. Or what is your analysis of what has happened in the last 3 days? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Sage. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
This is Don Kolokandu. If we have electoral reform, the assumption that
on the volume on your radio. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes.
You
didn't tell us your name, sir.
My PDP is doing. They don't have a clear thought of what they are doing. In fact, they are dead horse, gasping for breath. That's what it is. So Peter Mbah has no choice but to defect. But along the line, he may have issues with the electorate to really, put things on. Dangote is show that yes, he's a player when it comes to the mainstream of. But we don't really understand what's going on here. But with time, I believe by December, if care is not taken, it's outside the country are desperate to bring in their own oil as well and crude oil as well. So that's my
situation. If we're already doing 1,000 in October, what then would be our fate in December? Scary. Hello. Okay. Okay.
You know why it matters?
Why?
Because when they defect like that with all the local government chairman, these are the people that write results are from the grassroots. So these are the people that buy votes. They are the people that mobilize process stands today, electoral process stands today. They cannot conduct any election in Enugu State, and it is not that APC that will win the election. No matter what is happening, maybe we have slided it. This man has turned himself into a dictator, and we will live with it.
Morning to you.
Back, I don't know what happened to network.
No.
So you can vote at the comfort of your own room. Not that you are going to expose yourself to the talk outside and the news outside. So we are in Nigeria here, we are calculating is gathering them now. There was a reason why PDP was gathering them still anywhere. You understand? So, so that's just it.
That you're calling. If you'd like to participate in this conversation now, give us that answer so I can record yours. That conversation, our anniversary roundtable, was hosted by Ope, and we spoke in security, we spoke social justice, the theme for our 2 p.m. That program happened the 2nd of October, 12 p.m. Your name will be recorded and you started answering your way into a bag of rice. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Okay, hold on a second. Let me take this call. Hello.
It's Priscilla.
Nope.
And the other one?
Nope. You
I forgot
you didn't guess it correctly. All right, let's take this one. Hello. We lost that call. Let's read messages. Good history as a people. This is dangerous, and it marks an end to opposition politics and clear sign that democracy have been soft no longer by popular vote, but by being in the ruling party. The PDP is dying. If this is from Ijoko, today as it stands, this is lawlessness. I think all of us are in for it. The way they cowed the judiciary and other arms of government is another thing to worry about. Sage, let's call a spade a spade. What the political class are doing today is worse than the military. Let me refer you to the judge who sentenced Trump or granted him with the will of America. Please fix Ijoko Agbado Road. All right, we have good morning, Sage and Fuad. On Governor Uba, the campaign, nothing but Bangladesh. That's just to show how Nigeria are not perturbed about this development. That's just political statement. Even the blind man knows that the PDP is gone. Do make it back if that was you. Mind you, you can answer this question via WhatsApp as well. You don't have to call if you want to answer. In case your call isn't coming through, maybe because the lines are jammed or a lot of people are calling at the same time, you can attempt the question at Mainland Focus. You can just attach your answer. They can win yourself a bag of rice in December. The question once again, our round table discourse for our anniversary. It happened on the 2nd of October 2025, our anniversary roundtable discourse. Our topic was on security and social justice. We had 2 guests join us. It was hosted by Mᴏᴜ. I've given you all the answer. I'm giving you the date, the time, and the presenter for the Morning Express. Left for Nigerians to vote against them because they are not for us. Nigerians, please go and collect your voters card towards 2027 election. It's technically over with. That is what is obtainable politically today. Our conversation is supposed to be who will succeed Tinubu from. Hello, you're live or via WhatsApp if you can.
I want to make a point clear that we should not be afraid of all this defection. One thing is clear. The decision is in the hands of the electorate. That's why we have this type of people ruling us. Atiku Abubakar scored 6 point something million. Obi scored 6 point something million. That's 20 million. But because we are divided.
Well, INEC announced him as the winner of the election.
I know. Lawfully. The INEC lawfully declared for Obi. We have bad employers of labor. These 2 gentlemen, they were never vice president, they were never ministers, they were never special advisor to any president. Inexperienced, penury, in poverty.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's give others a chance. You have a problem with your phone or something, maybe you should try to send a message to make it easier for you. Okay, maybe send a message if you're not able to get through. Message 0913-6000-4 430. I beg your pardon. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube at Man. Turn into importation in an attempt to dilute the situation a little bit, as we're now buying at 900 to 8 path. How much would we buy the commodity? How do we solve this particular problem? Mass defection from the PDP to the APC. See, with the mass defection, what would he say about the 2027 election or the election defect? I'll read a few messages on Facebook. We haven't been there in a bit, so let's do Tondeka Sama, who says from PDP to ADC. However, making the current defection of Governor Mba to APC to be tagged one party state is quite inadequate. Every political party. It's quite unfortunate that Nigeria has turned to a one party system under the leadership of to 926 per litre. 1 kilogram of gas has gone to 2,000 because Dangote refinery is not producing fuel at home instead of being in school. In the mix of all this, our governors are comfortable, busy to campaign and campaigning for President Tinubu, his re-election in 2027, singing on your mandate we shall them that Madagascar drip will be injected to this nation. No, I thank you, I guess. Festus Ologun said, where Taufik Olaya says, good morning, Mainland FM. God bless our country. Nigeria must rise again. Join up. Can you imagine? Taufik, you were there. Our guest was Fred Nziako and Alex Okonkwo. 6000 41.
Today, the People's Democratic
00041, but I fear that overloaded boats may sink in the future. It's obvious that we have. Hello. Please, the volume on your radio. Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Please turn down the volume on your radio when you call. Please turn it down, sir, if you can. Hello. The feedback is very, very I don't know what this means. Rephrase the first statement. I don't really understand what you mean by they should knight the PDP. Voted PDP and Peter Omba has carried my votes to the APC. Peter Omba cannot speak for me because under APC I'm seeing Shege. All right. Thank you very much. We have Hello Mainland FM. At this rate is a one-man army against 1 million enemies. They want to frustrate Dangote's business so the cabals can continue to thrive in our suffering. My question is, what do these people gain by making life difficult for the poor masses? Will bounce back. Look at Madagascar. We can see what the Gen Zs have done. Our people are suffering because Nigeria is a country. Please come up and start building refineries to save our country. Sean sent that message. We have a message here. Tunde from Lake for your attempt. We have good morning, Madu to Akure. Norwood from Shagalu is the author of that message. Hello, morning.
Ikeja.
Yes.
Yeah, in respect of this Peter Omba threatening to APC, and most of these governors, they are trying to protect their second term. I'm telling you, they know. So they are not fools. They are decided very soon. All of them are going to, they are protected.
All right then. Let's see. It says, good morning, Tage. The two guests were Fred and Ziak Schmidt, and what goes around comes around. Okay, I don't know what particular issue. You have the answer is firm as it stands. I don't see the PDP springing up any support, saying that if you give rest of the people, but for personal and have a credible election where we would not have shenanigans going on. This is the problem with lengthy messages. Our Minister of Petroleum is keen on bringing relief to the masses. He should be able to do once and for all. He should do everything to encourage Dangote refinery. So the Manoel Osuji says, good morning, Mainland FM. The cost per kilometer for the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road goes for 7.5 billion. As how now? Only God can deliver the country. Actually, 11.5 billion cost per kilometer for. And so if that was the case, it would have been 7.5 billion. Right. So I'll play that in your guest are Fred Nziako and Alex Okonkwo. I say I've heard you now. We'll see.
Fred Nziako from North.
As how now? I didn't know I asked you. Who was the guest?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Sage.
I know this voice. Please. Oh. I know this voice. You want to play me why?
No. I only have one contribution on this NNPC and the first saga. Okay. This is just only showing the weakness of the that the shortage of egg will not happen. It's normal when demand is high and the supply is low. Then there will be high in price. So don't let us just blame all this high. So it is not anybody's fault, but the weakness of the nation by putting all our eggs in one basket. God bless us in this country.
Do not know that voice. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Alex. My name is Mike from Sangish.
Okay.
On this issue now. when Nigeria is not successful. And I know it happen. Whether Nigeria would decide or the APC would decide.
Hey.
Hello.
Devotedly.
Are you a new caller?
The new caller on. I think I don't usually call. I just
like that you guys are hacking.
I don't call on mainland. I don't even have time to call because it's James Ogbonna. I'm calling from OCD. Yeah. Okay, so because towards every election year, you see people saying they are aligned to where it is. They're trying to PDP.
There's still two parties, Anambra and Abia.
Those ones, he said, somebody, you read one message that said, I voted for, and there are people have said they should move. Who people say they should move? You see that many of them, the governors may come back, but you see, whoever is giving them votes, they may not have to come back because they are happy that they are going to the PDP. Many of them are running away from probably EFCC.
Had to resign to sending just messages, and you'd like us to hear your voice. Today is a good opportunity. Messages because you never get through. Today is great. If you would want to call, you can do that. Yes. We have another message here on the issue of defection. I think it is over for the PDP after the defection is completed. Let the remaining members move to ADC to form a strong opposition against the ruling party. By the way, what is even attracting them to the APC? Because the party called John from Ijaniki chosen to turn Nigeria. Ooh, and that dropped. Okay, that's just the Southerners to continue to import fuel. Dangote should please be frustrated. Alhaji Subar sent that message. We have good morning for Governor being ousted by a perceived rigging machine. Now let's ask Governor Mba, if you were not going for a second term, would you have jumped ship? Sage, just check among the governors that have not contacted Mainland FM. Oh, okay. So Umar, the message you sent on WhatsApp, you send a message to 0913 6000 420. If you want to make 0913 6000 420, the 410 is the general line, but for marketing that you can still hear me. We have good morning Mainland FM. The attraction in the APC is selfish benefit of these defectors, the ones they are gaining from the taxpayers' money. Barrister Curtis and Fred Indiako, you're actually wrong. That's why I didn't mention it. That's not the answer. Good morning, Mainland FM. The idea is fantastic, but I just hope they actually pass the bill. In this country, anything that genuinely benefits the citizen is usually dead on arrival. Let's hope that this will not be another case of empty Kintewe. All right. We're recording. Good morning, Sage. The two guests on that day, Barrister Fred Indiako and Alex Okonkwo. Another attempt. Okay. Good morning, Mainland FM. The two guests are Fred Nziako and Alex Okonkwo. My name is Anthony. All right. Dangerous kind of politics. I hope they will not apply voter suppression like we saw in Lagos allegedly. On Facebook, we have Joseph who says, good morning, Sage. Regarding the story of Mba, when God wanted to, other part of your message, he said the same thing will befall the APC in 2027 if Mba and the rest like them go and pick their ancestral. Thank you so very much, and to everybody who attempted the questions. Thank you. Apart from dictatorship, this is the first time Nigeria is drifting to a one-party state. The implication of this scenario are the emergence of autocracy and not being accountable to the people. So many governors and legislative members because of their greed and unpatriotic manner of leaders. The ADC is similarly destroyed by one man who is not willing to support a supposed acceptable candidate. Until when the leaders embrace integration and there is the Consumer Protection Agency in all of this illegal increase in PMS, it is understandable that government no longer in the country if we don't find a means to correct the decadence in our national morals and good values. I beg your pardon, send that. No, for me, whether you're right or wrong, you find out when we announce your name as the winner of one of the winners of the bag of rice. So mind you, this is not just on many questions as possible. You know me, I'll 10 a.m. now for community report. I was at 3, attempt a question. After situation room, attempt. So answer as many questions as possible, because the more you answer, the more or hear each other at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. We have to Aso Rock on the 20th of October, where he's asking and demanding the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He says enough is enough, release the man. And what effect he believes that this peaceful match is going on our education system, what's going on with ASU, what's going on with the federal government, how we can stem the tide of strikes in Nigeria and fix all that is wrong with the education sector. Anywhere where the sound of Lagos, stick around.